Ableism is everywhere in our society. My friends with disabilities know that that's true. But how do we define it? How do we recognize it? Most importantly, how do we get rid of it? Let's talk about it. You've heard of racism, sexism, classism. Common examples of these well-known isms are violence and outright discrimination. When someone is passed over for a job or steered away from a certain neighborhood solely based on their race, gender, sexual orientation, or income, the ism is clear. Less known and often harder to spot, ableism is a form of discrimination that favors able-bodied people over people with an actual or perceived disability. How do we recognize ableism? Sometimes ableism is obvious. It's a public building with no accessible entrance. It's the soap and paper towel dispensers that are out of reach. It's a lack of braille signs, closed captioning, or sign language interpreters. It's ableist language like lame, spaz, cripple, and crazy. It's suggesting that someone with a hidden disability is faking it, or that they'd be so much better if they just follow this diet or try that exercise program. It's even suggesting that a given diet or exercise program is not for someone with a disability, that altering it to meet their needs is impossible. It's denying that a disabled person can know themselves and instead looking to professionals for understanding. Sometimes it's hidden. It's disguised as kindness and charity. It's the little boy using crutches in a charitable fundraising campaign. It's the popular musician taking the woman using a wheelchair on a date. It's walking up to a total stranger and telling them how inspirational they are. Just don't. Ableism is dehumanizing. It suggests disabled individuals are the other. It puts people with disabilities in the outgroup, marginalized, and in danger. So what do? How do we make a world that's designed for the most able among us? A world that is at its core ableist, less so. If you're an individual, check your attitude. When you realize someone has a disability, do you suddenly feel sorry for them or scared of them? Do you automatically make assumptions about what they can or can't do? Are you tempted to treat them differently than a non-disabled person of the same age? The trick to not being ableist is recognizing this tendency, taking a step back, and letting people reveal themselves. Check your language. Do you find yourself saying things like, "That's lame," or "She's so crazy"? It's common to use terms associated with disability to indicate something is broken or undesirable. There's a slew of these sayings and terms, too many to mention here. For other ableist terms, check out the video list in the description below. Banning these terms will go a long way towards fighting ableism. If you represent a business or organization, you can do an accessibility audit. There are businesses that will rate the accessibility of your organization and offer tips for improvement. Look for businesses that are run and staffed by people with disabilities. Disability-related nonprofits often offer similar services for free. Get to know people with various types of disabilities. Ask them if your organization is accessible. Can they access your goods and services? What can you do to fix any issues? Make sure you hold events at accessible venues and offer sign language interpreters or cart services. Make sure all your advertising and outreach materials are in plain language, avoiding technical terms and jargon. Offer the same materials in alternative formats like large print, braille, or audio versions. Ableism is baked into our culture. It's around every corner, but with awareness and consistent improvement, we can banish it from our world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.